Okay, hello. So I decided to complete my ADA assignment in this huge parking lot right here. I decided to do it here just because it's a lot easier, and my dad's store is here, so I was able to get measurements of the handicap accessible bathrooms that he has in there. And then I did find a few recommendations, but they're kind of minor. But in terms of the parking lot here, as you can see, there's over at least 10 stores, and it goes all the way back here. So there's over 200 parking spots with this. So the parking lot with ADA requirements did a nice job. They have over at least 15, 20 parking spots that are handicap accessible, and then there's some in the corner over there too, but I'm not going to walk that far. Even right here, I'm just standing here, and there's 4 just in the spot. The only recommendation that I make for outside as of right now are the signs. They say reserved parking. None of them say van accessible at all. So what I would recommend is probably just easily changing the signs, because personally I drove a handicap accessible van with a huge ramp that came down for somebody with cerebral palsy that was completely dependent in her wheelchair. And there was a time where I would go into the parking lot and I could not find a parking spot because a lot of them weren't van accessible or didn't even say van accessible. And there was a time where I actually ran into another van that needed the spot. So it was kind of a weird situation. So that could be easily prevented. So with these parking, so this would just be like a regular handicap spot, but then this would be like the van right here. So I'm gonna go into my dad's store and I'm gonna show just a few things, nothing too crazy. In terms of the floor there, it's just like tiled. I can show you. That's more, it could be a slipping hazard for individuals, but I feel like that could easily be prevented with like caution sign, which my dad's used before, and stuff like that. But fun fact, it is a comic book store, so it can be considered a recreational facility. People play games here and stuff. Another recommendation I have is the curb right here. As you can see, there's only one spot in this whole area. Well, there's 2. There's only 2 spots right there. So somebody would have to walk all the way down here just to get to this store. So with that, there's not any hand railings here. Like, there's nothing on this wall, and it's kind of a big area, so there's nothing to really hold on to. And then the last recommendation I have are the rugs located in my dad's store. Oops. Okay. The rugs located in my dad's store. So, as you can see, they're easily able to slide. So I would just stick. I've seen these in other places where you can easily like, depending on the floor, but there's like sticky things that you can put underneath the rug for them to stop moving. We actually have that at home for my brother who's autistic. And then another thing is the other rug right here. It's the same kind of rug, keeping those in place. This one's not too bad, but there's one of those rugs right in front of the door, which is could be a safety hazard as well. And then last but not least is the bathroom. This is the employee bathroom. The customer one that my dad uses for his customers, that one's locked just because of what's going on, but they're pretty much the same size, so I just measured this one and pretended that it was the customer one. The only thing I would recommend with this is just move all this so that somebody can get the full range to rotate their wheelchair. And another thing is there's not a mirror here, so I would recommend that, especially because I've worked with patients where they kind of look at themselves in the mirror to navigate themselves maneuvering around the bathroom to get out of the bathroom. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed.